Meander. Now, if you can see this picture of this river, it is not a straight line. It is a very indirect way of the water moving. And this is what you would call a meandering river. It means very indirect, not going in a straight line. And it can be used abstractly to mean losing the subject or going off topic or something like that. Let me actually go back to my screen here and let's look at the prepared definition that I wrote. Let's see, the real definition of meander in simple terms is a river that isn't straight, a meandering river. Okay, but the word is very useful in regular life because meandering could mean walking with no purpose, going around, just going anywhere because you feel like it, but not having a reason. Walking with no direction or reason or destination. It can also be used if you're talking without making a point or telling a story that doesn't have an ending or something like that when you're changing the subject, becoming distracted. Let's try to use it in a sentence. Here's a situation. Lucy was talking about her vacation, but she became distracted and started talking about other things. So the original topic was her vacation, but for some reason she moved off into another direction. That's meandering. Okay, let's see. So let's say Lucy began to meander. She began to meander. She began to meander. How would you make a when question with this sentence? When? When did she? When did she? When did she begin? When did she begin to meander? When did she begin to meander? When did she begin to meander? And let's see. Here's the answer. When she remembered how expensive the trip was. So first she's saying, oh, my trip was wonderful. And then she started talking about money, and it was no longer a topic about her trip. She began to meander when she remembered how expensive her trip was. She changed the topic. She moved to a different topic. Let's change one word. Let's say horrible. So she began to meander when she remembered how horrible her vacation was, her trip was. She began to meander when she remembered how horrible her trip was. Let's change another word. Let's change hotel. She began, where would you put that? Where would you change that word, hotel? She began to meander when she remembered how horrible the hotel was. She began to meander when she remembered how horrible the hotel was. Let's change one more word. Let's use the word after. She began to meander after she remembered how horrible the trip was. She began to meander when she remembered how horrible the trip was. Okay, let's practice another